Front Porch Review. Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids with another Front Porch Review. Cue the car. There it is. That's the fun of the Front Porch Review, is you never know if people are going to walk up and down the street, cars, whatever. But anyhow, today we're talking about this right here, which is the Benchmade Proper. We're doing this video in conjunction with Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Their website is SMKW. All right. So like I said, you never know what's going to happen with a Front Porch Review. Literally, when you saw me looking off in the distance there, cue the next car. When I was looking off in the distance there, our neighbor's dog was crossing the street. It's not a really busy street, but it's busy enough that I wanted to go and get him back over to the neighbor. So, Front Porch Review, always interesting. Anyhow, we're looking at this, which is the Benchmade Proper. This is a limited edition run. Let me show you on the back there. You can see it says limited edition right there. So this is number 659. All right, initial thoughts on this knife. I like the color. I like that's basically out of the box for me. I definitely am a person who likes a pocket clip on a knife in my pocket. I generally like them to be a little bit bigger than this, honestly. But I just like that it's outside the box for me. I like the pop of color there. I like the uniqueness of the blade. And the fact that it's Benchmade a limited edition, those are wins for me as well. A while ago, I did a review of the Gerber Index, and I mentioned the same thing. That Index had a bright red handle, so just mixing it up, having a little color is kind of fun every once in a while. Your overall length, 6.625 inches. Your handle length, 3.85 inches. And your blade length, 2.86 inches. And you can see right there, S30V is your steel for this very cool knife. We do have a coating on the blade, and the handle is G10, and it's fiberglass and resin reinforced. And we do have a lanyard hole there on the end of the handle. So this is a slip joint, which means that it doesn't actually lock into place when it's open. There's tension there, and it's not gonna just, go flopping and cut your hand, but you're pushing on the knife this way, so it shouldn't be causing any issues, but there's no button you press to release it. There's no liner lock or frame lock. It's a slip joint, so it's just that tension that keeps it open. So when I think of this knife, I definitely think of like a gentleman's folder, because it's got that, anything's a slip joint for me, kind of brings back that old school thinking, and it's cool because it's that, in my mind at least, old school thinking with kind of a new twist, some new touches to it to make it a little bit more modern. Let me roll in some footage here so you can see it up close and personal. It's just a cool knife. Again, they do have a couple different styles of blades, so you've got this style and then the other styles. So depending on what you're looking for, you got a couple different options. But we've got a little bit of cordage here. It's going to do the job nicely. S30V is a great steel. S30V, S35VN, all good steels. Kind of an interesting blade style. You might hear somebody call that a sheep's foot. Somebody might call it a Wharncliffe style. So you can debate that, but it's definitely got a downward pointing tip there. So it's definitely not like a Tonto or something like that. Let me just show you cutting some cardboard here. Got a fruit snack box for my kids. It came nice and sharp too, I can tell you that. So let me just tear this off and show you like this. Very nice. Yeah, as you can tell, no fraying at all, nice smooth edge there on the cut, so it's definitely doing its job. So there's some light use of the knife, and I'm not going to go and carve sticks and just put it through the paces as I usually say, because for me, when I think about this knife, I think about a cooler, slightly larger version of like one of those little Swiss Army knives that people keep on a keychain. I've got a friend who, he keeps one on his keychain, and like if he's together with our family and we're like, oh, we gotta open this box, he's like, here, I've got a knife on my keychain. I see this as that type of knife. You can do a little carving, a little whittling with it if you wanted to, but I definitely see this as, when I say everyday carry, I mean like cutting boxes, cutting a little bit of rope, opening up packages. Let me just mention about deployment here too. You can see the little nail nick there. Every time I opened it, I used two hands like this. So there's no thumb stud, there's no flipper. You're not gonna, maybe you're really gifted and you can open up a knife like this with a slip joint using the nail nick just with one hand, but I can't do that no matter how I set it up. It's gonna be awkward. So two hands for deployment, which is fine because I'm not, taking this knife out to get into a knife fight. This is a gentleman's everyday carry. Closing thoughts here. First, I can tell you that after you slice all that cardboard and stuff, there's just some mess here on the front porch. So I'm gonna have to clean up the sidewalk here a little bit, but that's my issue, not your issue. The next thing I'll tell you is that I want to put some blue paracord through there and put some sort of cool bead or something on the lanyard. I think that would be a nice little addition to this knife. Another thing I'll tell you is that if you're like me and you generally prefer a pocket clip on your pocket knife, I thought having this just, you know, sitting in my front pocket would be uncomfortable, just kind of catch my attention and be like, oh, that feels weird, because I usually have the knife like locked in place. But it's, I don't know if it's the size, the shape, whatever, but just having it sit there in my pocket was fine. Some people like that, some people don't. I actually had this in my back pocket sometimes, believe it or not. So I generally wouldn't carry a knife in my back pocket, but every once in a while I threw it in the back pocket and it was fine, didn't bother me. Your price point for this over at Smoky Mountain Knife Works is right around $140 at the time of this video, $140. And that changes depending on if you see this now or a year from now. But $140 right now. This is December 1st, 2018. Their website again, smkw.com. So let me hear your thoughts on this knife in particular, but also slip joint knives and, you know, these kind of more old school, non-tactical types of knives. Do you like them? I know people love case knives. Actually, Smoky Mountain Knife Works carries a lot of case knives. They carry a lot of Swiss Army. So let me hear your thoughts on those style of knives and just kind of, if you carry them, what you like about them, maybe if you don't like them, why are they something that you don't like? But let's get that discussion started in the comment section. Thanks as always for checking out the videos here on YouTube. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, Tumblr, and Vero as well. More videos coming soon. Take care. Hi.
I just wanted.
I told you, you never know what could happen here. Say hi, Huds.
Hi.
What's up, buddy?
I just wanted to. I wanted to let you get the gum.
Oh, you want some gum? Hudson asked for some gum before, so we're gonna go get some gum and then we'll come back with our review. Say peace.
Peace.